Hey, what's happening? Get one, Sir James coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I have another video game haul to share with you guys. So before I get started, I just want to kind of ask a general question for anyone who has a DSLR camera and who knows their lenses and whatnot. My question is there any other good lenses to get? What I mean by that is that I would like to get a lens that has a nice wide-angle view and of course also has a really good autofocus. Like for example, this is the kit lens, has a good wide-angle view. However, the autofocus on it is pretty slow. This one right here, this is the 24mm lens, which doesn't have that wide-angle view, but it has a quicker autofocus. So if you guys have any suggestions, recommendations for me to check out, please let me know. I would appreciate that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with a pre-order bonus over at GameStop. As you guys know, Destiny 2 is going to be coming out this year. I did a whole video announcing the Collector's Edition, which by the way, I am not going to be getting the Collector's Edition. It just didn't seem that interesting. However, I am going to be getting the game itself. I'm actually going to be getting 2 copies of it. I'm getting it for the PC and the PlayStation 4. Whether or not I'll get it on the Xbox, I haven't decided yet. Which I'll get to the Xbox portion of it, especially if you've been paying attention to these haul videos. But anyways, the reason why I mentioned that is because for pre-ordering the game at GameStop, I'm not sure if any other retailers did it, you got this Cayde 6 figurine, which I have right here. It's actually nicely detailed. There you guys go. So pretty cool figure. But yeah, like I said, I will be getting Destiny 2 on both PC and PlayStation 4. Can't wait, especially the PC version. So hopefully that one turns out pretty well, and hopefully it's not a bad port, but we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Next up, I guess we're going to go ahead and start with the boxes first. The first one, it's what I'm currently using right now. As you guys know, I was doing an initial test last time, and I was stating that I was trying something new to determine whether or not this is an item that I did purchase, which in this case I did, and that's this item here. This is a 7-inch HD 1280 by 800 camera monitor, or field monitor as it's known for. But overall, this is actually a very good monitor. It's actually going to be very useful. Right now, it's actually proving very useful because I'm having a one-to-one scale in terms of what the image quality is going to look like. What I mean by image quality in terms of the actual picture, making sure it's not too bright, not too dark. It's giving me the proper, because when I'm using the LCD screen and I change the brightness in the menu, you know, sometimes I don't know if that's how bright the actual picture quality is going to be. And next thing you know, I go to render it, it's like, oh, the video was too dark or it was too bright. I have no idea which one I'm using. So this is definitely helping out so far. And of course, on top of that, if I'm doing an overhead unboxing video where the camera's up here and my table's down here, instead of me having to constantly look back and forth, make sure everything's in frame, I can set the little monitor off to the edge of the table, so therefore I can see what I'm doing without having to look up and having to move away from where my microphone is. So again, useful things like that, and so far I'm actually pretty pleased with my purchase. It's actually powered through battery, or you could power it through AC, but in total I spent $160 on the monitor plus the batteries, so it's not too bad. And the company that I bought it from is through Amazon, but it's called Neewer. So yeah, definitely check it out. I'll have a link in the description down below if you are interested. Not a sponsor, because again, everything here that I paid for except for what I'm about to show you guys next, which is over here. An Amazon company got into contact with me. They sent me a couple of Nintendo Switch products. One of them is this hard shell case here, which I'm going to do a feature video on. And the other one actually came in today. I'm not sure what's called. Actually, I kind of forgot the name of it. But it's this cover padding that covers the Nintendo Switch and the Joy-Cons, because last time I did something similar to this, which was the hybrid cover for the Nintendo Switch, but some people didn't like it because it didn't cover the Joy-Cons, which this one does, except it doesn't have the other features of it. So again, I'll have a feature video on this hopefully at the end of this week or next week, so stay tuned for that one. The next item on the list is a headset. That's these ones right here. This is the PlayStation Platinum wireless headset for the PlayStation 4. The previous version from this one was the gold headsets, which I've never owned the gold headsets or ever used, so I don't know how those were. But I know those run for $100, while this one here is about $160. This came out this year. This is a headset I've been curious and I was interested in. And so far, based on what I've used, I actually really love these headsets. Actually, I almost like them more than the Astros, but I also like the Astros too. But the only difference I can tell you between the gold and the platinum is because it says right here on the box it has an extended battery life. So I mean, from the 8 to 12 hours I've been gaming at night, I haven't had any issues with the battery to where I was about to die. So I mean, again, so far sound quality is great, build quality is very good. If you would like a future review on these, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see about doing that, because I like doing product reviews, so go from there. The next item, now usually when I say something, a lot of times it's in fact true, or sometimes I go back on my word. Like for example, at the beginning of the year, I said that I was going to be getting the Resident Evil 7 Collector's Edition, and then I was not going to get the For Honor one, and next thing you know, I didn't get the Resident Evil 7 Collector's, but I did get the For Honor one, and the only reason why because of that was because the Resident Evil Collector's Edition was going to be delayed 2 to 3 weeks. But this is another one of the cases. I did say that I did sell my Xbox One, which is in fact true. And the other statement is also true, that if you have a gaming PC, then technically there's no reason to own an Xbox One because the exclusives that come out for it are also on PC. However, I picked up an Xbox One again, but this time it's the Xbox One S. This is the Minecraft bundle. I really don't care about Minecraft, but it's because this was the cheaper option out there. I know the reason why is because, one, I had an initial interest of the Xbox One S. It looked a lot better compared to the standard Xbox One. It's a lot slicker, and best of all, there's no stupid power brick. It's just a regular cable like Sony's been doing, so that's always another good thing. So now I don't have a stupid power brick. So far I'm liking the Xbox One S in terms of its overall design. I know they have some limited editions, but I'm not worried about limited editions, because when the Scorpio comes out, which of course I will pick it up, even though technically I don't need to, but I feel like it's my duty to do so and kind of provide you guys my overall thoughts on these things. But what I'm pretty much going to be doing is that this one here is that I'm actually going to give this one to my, or this one I should say, I'm actually going to be giving this to my little brothers and sister this holiday season, so that way, because they've been wanting an Xbox, but last year I got them a bunch of other things. So when the Xbox One Scorpio comes out, I'm going to you know, put a bunch of games on this particular system, and they're going to have plenty of games to play, and they're going to finally own an Xbox One. The nice thing about me owning consoles is that I take really good care of my stuff, and I always maintain, make sure they're clean, dusted, all that fun stuff, so they're going to have a brand new looking console, plenty of games to play, so they should hopefully enjoy that. And for those who are going to ask, what if they see this video, now they know no one in my family watches my videos, so I mean, I don't have to worry about it. The other thing that I got, this one's personally for me though, that they're not going to get this one. This is the Xbox One Elite controller. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with this or may have one of your own. This is one of those expensive controllers at I think I paid $150, but I think 150 is the standard price. Can't remember off the top of my head because so many things are going on, and I recently had like 14 hours of overtime this past week. So overall, I'm looking forward to the end of this week for a massive paycheck. Can't wait for that one. But one thing I do want to say is that, you know, there's usually arguments online. Everyone's saying, oh, the Xbox controllers are the best ones ever made. Then the other people are like, oh, the PlayStation controllers are better than the Xbox controllers, yada, yada, yada. Thing is, for me personally, I could easily go between any system and use the controllers just fine. Some people struggle with using the PlayStation one because they're so used to this one and vice versa. Thing is, personally, here's my opinion on this, is that between just the regular controllers, is that I much prefer the PlayStation controller over the Xbox. However, if I'm comparing an Xbox controller with another Xbox controller, then I much prefer the Xbox One Elite controller over the standard controller because the build quality is nice, it feels nicer in the hands, but again, that's just my thoughts on that. Alright, so move this off to the side, and we have some of the games here. So of course, since I re-picked up the Xbox One, I didn't have Xbox Live for a while, so that's another thing. I recently updated again because, you know, Rise Son of Rome is free, and plus some other games like Darksiders. But of course, a year supply of Xbox Live. So now I am good for that one until, well, next year I should say. I don't even know when my PlayStation one expires. I think it's going to be expiring soon. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the games here. The first one I picked up is for the PC. Yes, GameStop does have some PC games, but it's pretty rare. I mean, they don't carry a lot of the newer stuff for sure. They just started carrying some Razer products. But I picked up this one for under $2, and this is the Song of the Deep. So I heard some really good things about it. I know the visuals look nice based on the trailer. This is actually one I've been wanting to check out. So I mean, this is originally a $15 game for $2. Good deal. Next one is the Borderlands The Handsome Collection, which contains Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2. Now, as far as the Borderlands games go, I've actually never sat down to complete Borderlands 2, even though that's the game I have on the Vita. But yeah, in general for Borderlands, again, I never sat around to completing the games at all. So this was on sale for $15. It actually goes on sale a lot for that price range. So I figured, you know, it's a good deal. It's a 2-for-1. So again, just had to have it. Next up is a PlayStation VR title that came out yesterday. I don't think I'm going to have any videos tonight because I have a bit of a slight headache, so it's going to be difficulty for me to play. How's my battery? Battery's good. I thought it was flashing for a second. And the game is called Starblood Arena. This game is $40 on the PlayStation Network or physical copy. But yeah, like I said, I haven't played it yet. Right now I have a headache, so I won't have any videos tonight for it. This will be the video that goes up, so hopefully tomorrow I'll put some gameplay video up. But I know based on the trailers, it kind of reminds me of Riggs Mechanized Combat League, so we'll see how this one goes. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of extra things, and it says that there is 9 distinct ships with their own unique pilot playstyles and loadouts, so that's always nice to have. Next up is some games I picked up for the Xbox One. Is that we have Titanfall 2. I love Titanfall. I'm a big fan of the first one. I love the second one, especially the campaign with Jack Cooper and all that. And I'm really hoping for a third one. I'm pretty sure we'll get a third one, but I definitely can't wait. Because you guys know I got the wearable helmet from the collector's edition. So yeah, can't wait. Next up we have the Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. I just got this as a pre-owned copy. It was like less than $10. I already have Star Wars Battlefront on the PlayStation 4, but I know a few people that have it on the Xbox One. Can't believe I'm forgetting names here. Next up we have Destiny. Now as far as Destiny goes, is that I already have the other expansions, which was up to was the Taken King? Yeah, the Taken King, I believe it was, and then the one after that you had to get separately, unless if you got the whole bundle deal, was the Rise of Iron. So I got this one, the base game, for like less than $5 since I already had the other stuff, and then I bought the Rise of Iron expansion. The reason for that is because a lot of people on the Xbox have been wanting me to jump into Destiny back on that platform, and as far as the game goes on PlayStation, there's really not much left for me to do besides the updated raids and try to get the new armor set, which by the way, I almost have the full set of the first portion of the Vault of Glass. Definitely can't wait to showcase for that. I still need ornaments and I'm still mixing the gauntlets, but I did finally get the updated Vex Mytho class. So yeah, but yeah, there's that one. And honestly, when I went back to the Xbox version, is that I don't have much of anything on that one. So yeah, it's kind of a struggle, but I do have 2 Titans and I think another class, but I'll probably delete the other one just to have 3 Titans, just so until Destiny 2 comes out. It gives me something to do at least. Next up, we have 2 backwards compatible games, which of course is Halo Reach. And the other one is one of my favorite Call of Duty games, which is the Call of Duty World at War. And last but not least, before my battery dies, because now it's blinking, is that we also have Gears of War 4. This one was on sale for $30, and I used a coupon to get this for $20, a new copy. I think there's a couple differences because this one right here says 4 bonus games, which is included, which means that I also have Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment of the 360 copies. So 5 games for $20, pretty good deal. So I don't know if there's a difference, as in like if you get this one right here new, you get the additional games and the other one doesn't, or if it was a limited time thing. Not entirely sure. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this haul video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow I'll get some of the Starblood Arena on the PlayStation VR up for you guys, and pretty much kind of go from there. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.